chat set up. Oh, hey, Oscar. Sorry, I didn't see you. I haven't set the chat up yet. And there we go. Now it's set up. Oh, alright. Let's get back into it.
Guy looking behind. Said.
Yeah, I saw that.
Currently learning about left communism.
Wow, you're listening to my stream while you're at school, Oscar. While you're learning. That's not very... It's not very poggers of you, Oscar. Well, that is very poggers of you, rather. Is that in master volume? That's weird.
Guy looking behind. Said. Yeah, like a hyper Chad.
I see. It's hardcore mode.
Guy looking behind. Said. I'll go back to lectures once the stream's over.
Right, okay.
Guy looking behind. Said.
Ah, right.
Not many this first week.
Okay. Let's get back into the investigation, shall we? I think that's a good idea. Oh, sorry. Just getting some notifications. I want to make sure. There you go. An intricate web of blue lines stretch across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks
Guy looking
riddle his skin.
behind.
Their concentration
Said.
is highest around his heart.
As I'm skipping lectures about commodities, I'm learning about both school abolition and left communism.
So true. His corpse is marked by stars. I got that. Maybe. What will mine be? Alcohol and heartbreak. Yeah. Fist clenches suddenly. It'll be marked by bullet holes. It'll be riddled with disco.
Guy looking behind.
Decay is...
Said.
Yeah.
Buh.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo already. Most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink. It's a map of the night sky. It's a mini electronic system. Is it a national pattern? A map of the stars? He turns around to breathing before inspecting it closer. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular, customized somehow. As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principles of this filter remain unknown to you. The thought dissipates, but you feel as though you were only half right. I'm missing something here. So am I. Sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper on his orange jacket. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unleashed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera? That didn't work. An instant colour camera. He produces two metal capped ampoules. Clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there. I have only two ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one. Points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Small shrill sound, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of colour pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper rolling out. On it, a colour-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. In case we need it, the lieutenant says. Shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. Cool machine. It is pretty cool. There's only one ampoule left, use it wisely. It contains insight into the victim's person. By his build, I'd say he was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It's his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We need to show it around. Sure, just don't lose it. He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper as no larger than a pack of cigarettes. Glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute, his skin as colourful as a chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms. Look him in the eye. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There's no one home. Just sub-aquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Hey, nice. You are, you dead man. I'm gone. Where have you gone? Into the wild, pale yonder. In the past. Way out in the west. I can see you gone. But who are you? I'm a joke, look at me. You are now, but who are you when you're alive? A killer, a motherfucker, and a killer. Takes one to know one. What's happening? What do you mean? I'm talking to you. It's the power of your black frothy lips, public imagination. Yeah, man, don't be crazy. Animate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Where's my necktie? My tie is telling me this? Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask one of those questions you love so much. He loves those. Why, I do love questions so much. Why do I love questions so much? Because you're a caparoonie. Look at all them go. What do you want, more questions?
Guy looking behind. Said.
I know. What was I thinking?
We should have never unleashed the necktie.
Give me... Do you want more questions? Give me a comical amount of questions. Come on, right up. Copperoni Rooney. It's getting upbeat now. Is my name Rooney? Fuck no, you know Rooney. Of course not. The name's Raphael Ambrosius Costo. Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael or anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right, Harry. No, I can't be a Harry.
Guy looking behind. Said. Detective Costio.
Because you have. Who killed you? Love did me and brother, Coppo. It was love all along. Can I ask you a question? Looking at my face, motionless, and in my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder? I don't have anything else to do. This case is all I have, because he told me. Maybe this would lead to something. Something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous? Something on its way, something hidden. It's coming, a miracle from the northwest. It's almost here. You can feel it in the air. On your hands, the cold spring air smoothing them over. I hate you. You stink and you're boring. There you go. Look at that, right, kid. Birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you'll be just like me. Just keep drinking. Have a good time. It's a matter of weeks. Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness, or pain around the liver area. Tiny red lines on the skin above your waist level. More like days, Coppo. The clock's ticking. Your liver tells you so. Come back and look into his face anytime you want. Ask me little questions, freshen your memory, create associations, remind yourself of your morality, Copolopo. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mass of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue.
Crazy Valkyria. Said.
Hello.
Go Rora go.
I'm investigating.
Crazy Valkyria.
Thank you.
Said. Best streamer.
We're solving some crimes here. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air. How should I know why you're squinting? His face and hands are pink, thighs too, the rest is greenish. Trying to assess lividity. The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of colour, pouring with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid steam streams down the thighs into his boots. I think he's dead. Something is coming out of him. Pool of blood and feces is eaten into the frozen mud falling on his feet. The victim appears to have contained no more than 0.5 kilogram of digestion at his time of death. He's talking about shit. Goddamn right, I'm a faggot. I agree. Totally dead. Deadity. Dead. 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 Dabadoop doop dead. I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood is gathered in his hands and feet and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think. Maybe he was strangled? Yeah, there's always a chance we're wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck. See if they're in tune with the belt. I have to get him down first. I do. Most of them post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. Delinquents have made our job harder with their little sport. Stop talking in riddles, common law. He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. There's no breath to catch, only a cadaver, filling the air in your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you decomposing. So how do we get him down? He stops to think, then checks his notes. Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of the things once he's down. No, I've asked all my questions. Hey, I got a skill point. The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought bolt cutters, but I don't see a good angle to approach the belt. The cadaver's a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance, and even if we do, there's the question of cutting it. Can someone else do it? Call the police. I mean someone who's below detective. Someone already did. You know who came? We did, because we've made bad life decisions. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down fast. Saw the branch? Yes, either of us could do it. We could use the kid's ladder on the side of the tree. I don't trust the ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. I don't see another good way up there. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this. Aye. Clown cops climb tree, fall down, he says, throwing his brow. Enraged cop assaults children after falling down tree. Cretin cop. They like that word. Saws the branch he's sitting on, literally. Local children reports corpse mutilation. See, you're only making them do those things less. I'm afraid of newspaper. No, I did not see the future. I made those up, using 2 decades in the Rothschildian police force as a reference point. We should use acrobatics as the very last option after we tried everything normal. We could not do it. We're not getting him down already. Not getting him down is a task that's already accomplished. Sadly, that's not our job to keep him up there, but to get him down. How do you plan to get him down then? With social sensibility? Are you going to educate him? Maybe we could shoot him down. How? Oh no, just, you know, shoot up there, maybe. It absolutely will not, obviously, that's not how physics works. It may cut one thread loose. Actually, don't. It has a bad idea all over it. Wait, let me try. Take this. It's a lightweight firearm. Drops the paper between the barrel separates the scoring stick and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. He then steps back and assumes valid test position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. Feels bad about it, about his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight, probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him. Kuno could hit it easy. Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he? Right. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down. I've been trying to shoot him down myself. As bad as it is, let's shoot a firearm like punks here. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't hit the victim. They only have one gun? This is the sorriest pair of pigskin I've ever seen. Officer, why do we have only one gun? Remember when I told you I didn't have my badge or uniform when I woke up? Well, I don't have my gun either. This is even more unfortunate than the badge. You need to contact your station about it as soon as possible. Peace shines in outstretched hands. Try not to lose this one, please. You're off to a good start. Your missing gun business is making your hand tremble. You take it, you fucking banana pointer? A whole piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your finger fits right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger. What the fuck are you waiting for? Kuno's silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate. They break under your fingers. The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly on the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm. Ooh, that's bad. Why don't you just shoot yourself in the fucking mouth? At least you won't miss. It's a bit better. That was a fail, wasn't it? You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Ask for another shot. You'll get it with the next one. Goddamn. The goddamn light reflected also. Stop crying! You're too furious to cry. I can't even cry. Try really hard to cry. Oh no. I'm just gonna... We need to get him down somehow. But how? The bad way. The way I don't want us to. By asking the Harbour for help. They have the tools and the men. They can put him up there, they can take him down. Well, that was unfortunate. Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobo Cop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content. Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there? There is, but you won't like it. Smell of rock. What is my... How much XP do I have?
Guy looking behind. Said. Probably not contaminated. The
Nah,
crime
I mean,
scene too
shooting the
much.
corpse in the chest. You know. just in time. By the time it appears in. This hasn't been emptied for over a week. See milk and eggs wrapped with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up a soggy package somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows. The methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. Used to what? Dumpster diving? No, searching for evidence in the trash. Good practice for dumpster diving.
Guy looking behind. Said. He didn't get hung in the chase, not too much of a big issue.
Yeah. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste. Solid eyes cereal. There's plastic pasta packages by there. Turbo noodles. Pair of denim trousers. Slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage. A rank corpse smell. The victim's clothes. Cadaverine odour is faint. If they belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Drop them in here, officer. He searches the jeans. Guitar mark blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt too, a wide belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. See anyone else in there? Something slimy catches your eye. A drab long sleeve shirt, olive coloured. Bag the shirt. It's a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib knit shirt. It's worn over light armour to conceal it in an urban scenario. The rest are just kitchen variety waste of garbage. Alright, we should go to Gart again, ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one who nods towards the red-haired boy behind him. I'd advise against confronting that force. Food waste. Organic waste. Nothing is nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? The trash container is talking to me. A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Something larger, a clipboard? A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it? They look badly damaged. But you can still make out forms of notes written in a man's handwriting. Is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look, he points to the plastic. It has an RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board. How did this get in the trash? Must have been cramping my style. It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I need to lose it. For the great bloodletting to begin. I think it's cramping my style. This is an official piece of paperwork. Numerous ongoing investigations. You could even list undercover operatives, informants. I suggest integrating it into your style, for all our sakes. I don't know, man. Sounds like an order. Nice. Dig in hobo style for extra content. An armistice caliber 50 knock cannon, half wrapped in paper tissue. It's a knock cannon. It's a giant rifle and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that. I feel like that's not what this is. It's just food waste and crisp wrappings. A cruel jest. There must be something. All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron. Only in its social sensibility. That's one thing off the list. Okay. As you turn, a bright light catches your eyes, making you squint. Cool. From a distant sunset. stage light flash photography. No in particular. It's just what superstar lore officers do. They squint at lights and then they solve shit. Actually, now I hear superstar and lore official in a sentence. They sound weird together. Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam, Rocky, Yuba High, badass on the edge, disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Lights, camera. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it, in an iconic monochrome solution. A black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on. Hey. First, let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar. In the groupies and cocaine riddled with hepatitis C, strikes a lioness pose with a mic kind of way. You're a nut, Willow Million. Davy Dewis, no. You're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work people don't expect or want to see it. Where some would say, it doesn't belong. Law enforcement. I'm going to internalize that. That seems like it will come in handy. I think. So that gives me -2 to logic. So right now my logic is, I think, 0. It's -1. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good to know. Where's, oh, that's the racist mug. It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. Actually, look at all the content. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage? This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this in the face of every merchant I find. And tell them, this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore?
Social capital.
Right. Right, okay. This is your ideology. So again, you took it out of the trash, why? It wasn't going to offend anyone there. Why don't you just get back to your case? Yeah, let's look at this. An intricate web of blue lines.
Guy looking behind said,
Yeah.
the Funko Pops of mugs.
Except, you know, racist. Who are you? Go on. For you to discover, you've gone as far as you can without assistance. Let's look at my ledger. It's a bit of a mess. Pickled cabbage, white newspapers. That display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, the toilet paper desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Do not look into its blue heart. It depends. He's thinking I'll have that. That means you can read watermarks if you turn the lights on. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of a plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Leave it there, it's cool. I'm gonna leave it there. I think it's cool. Case files. Commit to paper. Work, strife, poverty. The Jamrock Quarter. There are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51 this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there's at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. Yes, apparently you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written in the margins, yet more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too. One's called The Next World Mural, The Square Bullet Hole Murders, The Unsolvable Case. Another appears more lighthearted. The guy is on a couch, an unexpected location. The murder at the hookah parlor. And the rare article 3, collapsing tenement murder, features prominently throughout. You like the grimy murdering, don't you? You like this grimy murdering. Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention. No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles. Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. There's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organisation had little idea of how to do things. Persists as an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. Seems to have a case called the Square Bullet Hole Murders. The man with the hole in his head. Yeah. His death was real. Still, I named it that to amuse myself. Perhaps loved ones never find out. Rail spike through the head, he died. It was a workplace accident. There is for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passage, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Will do barely, but no matter. I'll use the pencil. No, actually, any ideas? The Hanged Man. The Furies are at home in the mirror. Shit on the stick. Okay. It's a good name, but that's one problem. It has nothing to do with the setting sun at all. Something more concrete, perhaps? Do you have something concrete, mundane, usual? Furies. I don't know, to be honest, I wasn't expecting the internal strife. Ha, yes, he isn't actually laughing. I have to tell you, officer, I don't appreciate ironic titles. Other officers will have to use. This is a reference. If it's idiot or cockfinger, they're not going to get it. We're going to have to think an idiot and a cockfinger are on this case. So do you have something less funny? Okay. Hey, a new skill point again. I'm getting a lot of those. Jesus. 8%, that's awful. That's for a medium check, you know. Monetary penalization. Interfacing. Open the hidden compartment in the clipboard. Yeah. I'll try that again later. Right. I was thinking I want to level up one of these. I don't know which one though. Or actually no. I'm gonna get a new slot for a thought. Yes, you. Words on the street. Is you ready to start building communism again? Again? Yes. You're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love too? Can't argue with that. Love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner. Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is, it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. Is that right? How come there's word on the street? You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people that have more than 25 real in their pockets, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs, that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, that sounds like me. Funky style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it? What's this communism all about? Failure. Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortunes of the workers in the world. You alone against every living being. Against every human alive, 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organised ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen. You have the ears of prime ministers, million-headed armies of nations. And the love of your own mother. You against the atom. The charm and the spin. The whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
Jojo_Ramen said,
Becoming a communist.
I am sorry, what the fuck is going on?
Alright, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Guy looking behind.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Jojo.
I'm in, baby. Communism. Let's internalize. Here we go. -2 visual calculus looks like a reaction. So I believe, oh God, I don't remember what communism does.
Jojo_Ramen
when you get it
said,
it kind of fucks you over.
I've never played this game. Is it a post-apocalypse?
No, not really. I mean, no more than the real life society is, you know? No more than neoliberalism is post-apocalypse, Jojo. Yeah. One problem with all these is that thoughts fuck you over, you know, before they give you bonuses. I think communism gives you permanent debuffs when you actually unlock it. Yeah.
It says a lot about society.
It does. If I remember rightly, communism gives you debuffs to some... I don't know what it gives you debuffs to. But it gives you XP for picking communist things. For being communist. Okay, what am I doing? Oh yeah, read the watermarks. I should do that. Cheers, Revachol West. On the borders of the watermark are dozens of hundreds of Mako perforations. I know. Seems nice. Seems like a shithole. It has its problems. There are many of them and they're divided up as 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots. Not bad. There are so many, it's hard to count more than 150 at least, maybe even 200. The last row has 3 perforations. Hey Kim, what do these holes mean? Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They're your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. Son, here's where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? Wait, 18 years I've done this? I walk the land till I cause and layers of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. Probably some boring office job. I feel like I went around apologising all the time. I guess that does seem quite likely. Your youth coincided some heady days for Revachol. But let's move on, shall we? The next row, one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. That means finished. You've got, let's see, well, more than 200? Is that a lot? It's quite a lot. Even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Easily clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. See, Kim, I told you I was a superstar cop. Call it what you want. You're a valuable member of your precinct. Let's look at the last row, right? Those are your confirmed kills. You've got 3. That's right, you're a killer of humans. For an RCM officer, especially for Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. It seems as though you are, at least, were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. I'm sincerely glad you're not a scary predator. Not to say, relieved you're competent. Nice. Oh, I unlocked Tobocop. A cop and a hobo. A hobo cop. Drunk. So, hobo cop. Okay, I haven't actually broke through yet. It's just imminent. Common dispatch, kind of. As the green prime line, the yellow save button catches your eye. A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking with a large rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires, antennas, the radio switchboard. Hi, this is me here. 10:04. My status. 10:18, 10:20 over. Please just talk human to me.
Polarism
These numbers mean nothing to me.
1312 said, hello. What have I missed?
Well, I finished looking at the body, and I found my ledger in the garbage bin,
Guy looking behind
and
said,
and I unlocked
we're on
communism,
the path to becoming the big communism
Yeah.
builder.
which is good.
Polarism
We still need to get the body down.
1312
Yeah, I
said,
did shoot the body by
epic.
accident.
Guy looking
we
behind
don't. Let's not talk about that.
said, she also shot the body.
But there's personal details I'd like to discuss. I don't have it. Never mind. My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone. This is a very serious situation. Sounds bad. Jean Vicquamer. Is it him?
MPD
What does he
94
want?
said, you shoot the body.
Yeah, I shot the body. He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen, who do you think? It's Officer Dick. He tries to speak through the laughter. Mullen, from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity. Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself immediately, they're laughing at you. Come on, officer, tell us stop, this is serious. Haha, officer has lost his badge. Haha, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. He's asking you to stop, said it's serious. Of course it's serious, he lost his fucking badge. Yeah. He says that he's probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically. Oh god damn it. He's fucking kidding, the whole station's gonna be decked for this. Super cop here lost his badge. Enough with this now. You don't have a comeback, sorry. It's hard to think like this. Wants to know if you lost your gun over. Convince them that you didn't lose your gun. That's low. No, of course I didn't lose my gun. Lose my fun gun. I didn't lose my gun. Or his fun. His gun. No, his fun. Just his gun will do. The fuck do you need a gun for? You are a gun. Oh, request a description. I will give him a description. For starters, it's massive. It's got flared for cooling guns all on the front and hydrogen flares sticking out of it too. Kim, what are you packing? It's a gun, what can I say? A regular old goddamn murder weapon. You know how they are, bang bang. I'm a martial artist. My entire body is one big gun. Yeah. He says he's a living weapon. Right. He's gone out of his mind. He's lost his gun. This guy here made him piss his pants. Sergeant Torsen here is wondering if you're still in possession of your virginity. Now is a good time to say fuck and ass and so on. That'll make this alright. Yeah, it is. Yes. I'm gonna say yeah, I did. I think. Well, yeah. Lay off. that light officer? I think I'm good without my gun. I'm gonna report that you're in pursuit of your service weapon.
Guy looking behind.
Financial assistance.
Said.
Yeah, he did.
Jean-Claude Van Damme kicked it clean off.
He did, yeah. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but what is he he's asking for money? I don't think he... he's gonna drink it all. Alright, the operation is... That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. Please, I'm begging you here. He says he's in trouble. Well, I guess you'd better crack the case before sundown then. Enough, officer. This begging is below your dignity. It's paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money. I don't want to be here. He isn't getting a red cent. Well, that went well. A small crowd gathers around communication officer Jules' elbow. It doesn't cost. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke and buzz with laughter. An officer Judith
Polarism 1312 said. That was humiliating,
yeah.
LMAO.
I mean, Harry's entire life is kind of humiliating, really, isn't it? Did something happen? She asks. Jean-Vic Lemaire turns to her and says, what happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge, his sidearm. He seems confused, delirious even. Mac the torso Torsen is finger fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely. Apparently telling some dirty story to his partner. This is a Spirit de Corps giving you... I didn't have this in my last playthrough. It's cool that it gives you like you can hear what's going on. Like I guess you just know. I don't know. I don't know if Harry knows or if it's me. If it's all ginger on the right. There's tears of laughter in his eyes. Yeah, Mac's right. There's some gnarly shit there. I mean, before we started begging for money. Enough. None of this is funny. It's fucking sad, that's what it is. Must help him. How do you fucking plan to do that? Get him off the drink, go jogging with him in the morning. Get him on carrot juice. He wouldn't. I don't want to get better, I want to get worse. Those are his words. This shit does not leave the room. Not a word of this to the captain or anyone else. Give him a couple of days to put his shit together. I guess I can hold off the report for a few days. Good. I mean, that's the sad thing, isn't it? You know, he didn't used to be like this. Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something's bad with motor carriage.
Guy looking behind. Said.
It is sad.
That's sad.
This is a sports model. You're right. I didn't take you a motor car enthusiast. Do you also like Tip Top Detective?
Guy looking behind. Said. It's the app with the short videos on it.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly, Oscar. I'm sure it exists in Revstrom. Okay. So. Oh yeah, I unlocked Hobo Cop. Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for you. The cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old l'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Rayon? For 300 years, they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long forgotten triple malt bourbon and fight the Armacan beast that lurks at the bottom of most sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last. Revealed extra special collector's edition. Tear bottles on the map. More money for selling tear. Learning cap for shivers raised to 6. Oh, and I got superstar. They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity
MPD
worship.
94 said, "So you're a hobo now?"
Yes, I am. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detective to raise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say.
Guy looking behind.
To all this you say fuck off
Said,
and die in a cool
"A
voice.
superstar hobo."
You people have no idea how good these cops are going to get. They're going to crack 20 cases a
Guy
day.
looking
In
behind.
the future, cops will be like
Said,
astrophysicists or
"You
prime
what
ministers
now?"
or prophets. And you're the first one. Interesting. Oh damn, so -1 to logic for self-delusion, but the cap is raised for visual calculus, suggestion, electrochemistry, and composure. So losing 1 logic does mean that my logic is now 0. You know. What are you gonna do? Hobocop doesn't
Tripped
have
nymph. Said,
no logic.
"Head empty."
He needs it.
Tripped nymph. Said,
Yeah.
"No logic." Polarism
Better than mine as well.
1312
Yeah.
said,
Um.
"Wow, it's me." Tripped nymph. Said,
Okay.
"Bimbo cop." Guy looking behind. Said, "Better than -1."
Way better, you know. I'm gonna go and try and find my gun, I think. Maybe I pawned it. That's my thought. I'm pretty sure he pawned it. I remember that from last time I played, I think.
It's not often that I see officers of the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
He's not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector.
I haven't really had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about the...
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Various typical vacuous consumerist objects. Honestly, I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others. The business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize.
Tripped nymph. Said, "Is it bad that I was mentally finishing his sentence as terminally online?"
It could be, you know. Could be. It's a little telling, isn't it?
It keeps me entertained.
He might be high. If he's on what? Is Roy high and what's he on? Hey. He's probably on Fear Holidon. Is that you'd say that? A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects and it makes your eyes turn yellow. So, could you take off your sunglasses? Get straight to the point. Where does a man get? How would I know? They mean something, like they're familiar. The halogen rectangle on your jacket. So what's with the triangles? Chill out, man. I'm a chill out cop. He just wants some of what you're having. Wink. He's taking it for mental and
Trick
emotional,
nymph.
not physical pain these
Said.
days.
Wink.
Must have been tough. Radioactive cleanup. How'd I end up running a pawn shop? A bad idea. Some poor lefters built a particle decay generator in hopes of bridging affordable electricity to affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
Guy looking behind. Said. Man, I wonder what historical event it could be referencing.
Yeah, I don't know. Who could say? Who can say?
Polarism 1312. Said. HMMMMM.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day. Go ahead, Danny thinks, as long as you can walk straight. I don't care. Wait, I sold you my gun? Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia, and I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Or the chart's photon emissions, the unhealthy kind. He's not telling you the whole story. I feel like something you're not telling me. You weren't quite yourself, officer. You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life, and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight, and that you needed the money. When I said I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it. Good, very normal. 15 real. I really should have killed myself for them. Don't want to say that. We don't have to talk about it any further. Happens to the best of us. She didn't seem to be a policeman, although she did keep referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it. And of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying. Let me get straight. You sold your sidearm issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinaise with it.
Said. More pig. Guy looking behind. Said. More pig. Polarism 1312.
So true, Emery, so
Said.
true.
Revacol makes pigs of us all. Tripped Nymph. Said. I love how Kim reacts to Hobocop so much.
Kim is great, isn't he? Well, is he? Yeah, I don't know. He's wonderful. I love Kim. Miraculously. She must be one of my rabid fans. Maybe she's a vigilante who wants to prove she can do our job. Our job's better than we can. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit crime and blame it on the militia? In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us if we can find her. My apologies, officer. I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went. Needle in a haystack. There's nothing you can do about it now. You have to hope you luck upon her somehow. At least I... Okay. That's a lot of money. What the fuck? Tape player. That could be good. Well, that was almost all my money, you know. Okay, where am I gonna go now, eh? Oh, there's something in the garbage. Right, so... Still the Kuno and guards. That's probably a good idea. Fuck, there's Kuno here! Oh, come on, he's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor. Kick that shit into the sea, rugby style. You want to fuck on someone about the armor? Go fuck that mustache union fuck, the Johnny Troubadour shit at the gates. Yeah, cock in boots. Yeah, that jolly union cow fucker. Come around talking about cows or some shit. Come around pretending like he cares about cows. crazy about that armor shit. Coming in pretending like he likes cows. Contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about marks. That's what I'm saying. You're stupid. I hate words too. Wait, hang on. Ask Kuna about the victim's clothes in the trash. Oh, here we go. Kuna doesn't care about that small time shit. Just listen. Kuna saw what you did there. Dumpster diving. Sad shit. Sweet rags. Shit like Kuna's wearing. Your size pretty good price. 500 real. These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now. The fuck's that? The fuck? A mug in the trash? Yes, does this racist mug have anything to do with it? Does the adequate description of the South Samaritan man have anything to do with it? Does this quaint, better not taken out of its historical context mug have anything to do with it? Actually, talking about this... You're saying the pigs are... That's it. Strange feeling again. I can't hide it. I see without vision, with my inner eye. Yes.
Tripped Nymph said, I hate Kuno, but at least he hates cops, so
Yeah.
he's not all bad.
Exactly. I mean, Kuno's pretty fucked up, isn't he? You know. That's gonna be a normal question. Okay. Okay, still need to ask guards. Can I get in here? There we go. What's the time? 3 o'clock. I was just a bit confused about how the time mechanic works in this game. Someone has taken narcotics here. Amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? No, I'm just a regular detective. Press the harder, Justin.
Guy looking behind said, pigs. Polarism 1312 said, onk.
we take this? No.
Fuck, there's Kuno here!
Hmm. Kuno decapitates pigs. Yeah. Yeah, to both of you. Watch your ass in Kuno's town. Hmm.
Guy looking behind. Said. Hmm.
I know all about magnesium. How do you think? I got to jump together. My age and my condition. That's all there is to it then. Don't be pansy, just jump. Right. I'm still missing a shoe. I feel like I should go pick up my shoe. That would probably be a good idea.
Can I help you?
Someone in your staff have put them there. Sylvia had the keys before I got here. I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of them would tamper with the crime scene. Near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. Stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container despondently. Gordon recognizes its power over him. By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interested in the world matter. Right. I'm gonna go get my shoe. I'm gonna try to. I think I can get out through here. Pretty sure there's a door. How did it even get there? Yeah, they both are two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are.
Polarism 1312
See you at 6.
said. I've got to head off now, see you later.
Okay. Hang on a minute. So, find out who's in the Union box. Maybe she knows about it.
Hello again, sweetie.
Man, I do not remember how I got money in this game last time.
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Ravachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in this city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Well, I think we've all learned something here.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before. Whatever you say, officers.
Yours? Is it yours? No, it's not mine. Not the... yeah. Ah, this guy's a fascist, isn't he? Wonderful. It's like a threat. I get it. Someone has to be the unpopular guy. Also, you're racist. Right. I'm not just racist. That's an interesting response. I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proven, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say you and me are superior by design. So naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in this. Okay, what else have you thought up? Yes, I can really tell you're the prime example of superior design. Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Remember, this is the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources. And this concerns you. Policemen, so you be vigilant. Wow, this guy's very racist, isn't he? Oh. Yeah, I think I can get down with the racism. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
said. Yeah, very.
Oh, sure, whatever. I'd really rather talk about... Don't push your luck, run. I'm not racist. Wait, why is my saddle fair only one? Oh, it's because of what I'm wearing. Right, yeah. It's because of my shoes and I think my trousers as well. Yeah.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves. I don't know. Frit? I think they think that the extra tea makes it funkier. It doesn't. Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Economic reality? No, I mean the physical reality. As mankind. Nice, okay. I think I should save my skill point for when I need it. It might come in handy, you know? Maybe. So I'm gonna take my trousers off.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Pull up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
Broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. It's a full head tall.
Here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down? We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Oh, yeah.
Ha! Couldn't handle us! A cause gives the workers strength, gives them power. We have a right to work. Besides, we're not that different. It helps the people see us talking. Cops and strike breakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence. Rights of people, rights of workers to have gainful employment, to make a salary and feed their families. Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work. Right to work. Maybe you should ask them the question. Like why we're not allowed to make a living here. We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
What beats me, they mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work. Serious abs. He's in shape. Something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of attire seem ill-fitting. His shirt is far too small, an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers who are raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting. What are you talking about? I'm not tense. Oh, he's tense. And dangerous. Somewhere
Guy
below it all.
looking behind. Said.
Right to work.
Huh.
He again shakes his large fist and turns back to you. It's shameful, cops doing nothing. You should bring backup, open the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime. That doesn't work.
Guy looking behind.
You've been talking to him for quite a while
Said.
now. Something is off with
I
this
wonder
guy.
if I can think of any people we've bumped into recently missing clothes.
No, we have found his clothes. We found his clothes in the garbage.
Guy looking behind.
His clothes are mismatched
Said.
because he's not actually a worker. You know, he's a plant put here to drum up, you know, the strike breakers.
Guy looking behind. Said. Yeah. Guy looking behind. Said. Hired striker breaker.
What is it you? Curiosity, going to figure out this strike mass, routine part of the investigation. I thought you looked real familiar for a second. No, I don't think we've met before. I came here to help out the people. Already got that. I'm interested in your background. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Come from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo holding, bouncer work on it. Drill. Bouncer. I frequent a lot of bars, maybe I know one. Worked at Territorial, ring a bell. Never heard of it, are you lying? That's fucking He then blinks, turns to his man. We're done here. I have a strike to take. Yeah.
Scab?
What did he just call you? You just got away from that fucking kid. No, I don't want to deal with this again.
Guy
Call
looking
me a
behind.
fag.
Said. Do communism.
Yes, I'm a scab. Poor and downtrodden.
Guy looking
Right to
behind.
work.
Said. Kick his ass.
Did you just call me?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess, scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than Scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something. We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time. I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
That sounds like a lot of hard work. Never seen anyone. You'd never see me investigating a murder. It's actually very fun and easy. Of course, Policia. It wasn't me, you can rule me out. It's nice. But I'm like nice. Oh boy, I did good on this promise. To get me into trouble, to sick the pigs on me. Oh, the choice of words, not mine. I was asked to look into that armor situation, official union probe, you know, track it down. See you took it, did you? At first I thought, why not? Maybe the peace can feed the strike. Buys a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy, he said he'll make me his prison bill. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pockets, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork, I guess. I dropped that probe right then and there. It still got me into trouble. One bad move's all it takes. What, scare you? I learned that people don't want to talk to the drunk union man about some armor. Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. He's a minor nuisance, still good. Things. Not yet. Better get this business out of the way. I did have some research into this on the Dura, so I have friends at the library. Don't get into the material science. Just how it comes off. How does it come off? In parts, 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it in the sea, I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw, too hard to remove. So as I count, there's 2 parts missing, the gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. Hold up, 4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about leggings? Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore. If the evidence is all. Forget about them, I did. All of it? There are junior officers that are eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them. I would leave the boots to processing, but okay, let's find all of it. Miss Quessy, I think that. All across Martinet. A bit real bonanza for you. If you see that kid, tell him, call me... How would you say that? It's... Like, that makes it like, manana. Like manana, right? Rather than manana, I think. I think that's what that does. I don't know. He's sincerely grateful he's not tracking down the armor right now.
Guy
Body's
looking
still
behind.
Yeah.
Said. Beats me.
Not
Guy
really
looking
admired
behind.
those.
Said. I can't pronounce things.
I don't operate in the capacity. I'm a grantor of passage. Passenger grants itself. Pass measurehead. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Seminese supremacist there. Walk right past him. Press the button and unlock the door. Then go past him again. And you enter the harbour through the office. What's that? For some reason it doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy. You could best measure head in physical confrontation, or you convert to his Seminese supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it is completely impossible. Has anyone ever bested him in a physical confrontation? Jean-Luc himself would say that the philosophy is proven overly heroic for the scouts to convert to. Not enough in tuition. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong. I think a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister. Damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. Was that a heart attack? Same branch, you and I. Humans. I mean, not Slytherin scabs. I'm sure the big boss would be glad to tell you. To ask him first. He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss. And you're on a better footing with the organization. I think. Did I just unlock another fort? I did. It's communism time, baby. There we go. 0% of communism has been built. Every evil child murdering billionaire still rule the world with a shit-eating grin.
Said. Wanna become me fame you? View YFOLOS. Primes and view ERS on https:/clck.ru/r9gqv bigfollows.com.
Very annoying. I should open up
Guy
my mod
looking
view
behind.
so I can block
Said.
bots and stuff.
Here it is. Guy looking behind.
How do I block? Hang on.
Said. Communism time.
Yes, it's communism time, baby. So yeah, he started to suspect Krasmazov fucked him over personally with the socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree. In truth, instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this duplicitous and grotesque world. -1 visual calculus. Reaction everywhere. -1 authority. Downtrodden, inver-communist. But again, more XP. It's pretty useful. I don't really use either of those that much. I'm not a big fan
Guy
of
looking
authority.
behind. Said. Is the last line a reference to this game?
What do you mean? What last line? Let's go get past my
Guy looking behind. Said.
Your body
yeah.
Instead of
betrays
building
your
communism, he now
degeneracy.
builds a precise model of this grotesque duplicitous world.
I mean, I think that's a reference to reality, isn't it?
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Am Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
My body is unimportant.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity? Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend. This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Kim is really so bad. To no longer be in the tree. I don't have a problem with alcohol. I just drink a little on the weekends. Is it that
It's
bad?
not good.
It's not good. It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Wisdom is unimportant now.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
Guy looking
It
behind
is, baby, yeah.
Said.
You know it.
Who could they be?
There's a button right behind him, just out of reach. He must be the one noticed. This man is not budging. Save his superiors inside him are cooperative. Push him out of the way. You're right about this. I need you to help me get that corpse down from the tree.
Enough with this begging. You should leave it. Bring your troops to the Seminite Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality called art, and your microcephalic skulls.
He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive, remember? Okay, so that's actually really low. Yeah. I mean, I thought I had good physical instrument. What is my physical instrument? Damn. Man, that's hard. Or I can subscribe to his advanced race theory. You know. Don't be vulgar. Wait, oh no, it's got less to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life? Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means he has the will to confront polyculture capital, something your race and nihilistic communists never did. Also to serve is noble, and it takes discipline. Petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. Communism is pretty cool. Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your racist descent. Everywhere around you, the fruits of its failure to change the world order, individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases, and above all, rampant multinational finance
Guy
still
looking
reigning
behind.
large. Tell me, where have you
Said.
gotten your love of pathetic
True that
communism
year.
from? He leans closer. Degenerate youth culture, rock and roll music. I've gotten it from disco, actually. It's true, I'm a rock and roll star and a rebel. Rock and roll. Oh, I just got an achievement. Say 7 deranged superstar lines is the achievement I just got. There's no life left in it. My people abandoned it long ago. It leads only to neurodegenerative herpes and heroin overdoses. I'm not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Semines race. The South Island race, haplogroup A4A, we're the rightful masters of the Insulitian archipelago. We descended from the Erepagites, ancient Perikinesis, and lived here 4,000 years ago, millennia before you. We're the future, that's what you need to know. So you're born and raised on the islands, and you moved to Russia. I am a descendant of the narrow streets of North Maine, the genetic dreams. I see young Semines women walk into the grey mass, different dawn, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale. So you did come in? No. I've heard about it on the radio. From Quran. And no, it's not just in Russia. The city is central to the 70s strategy, spreading through its trade networks and culture will dominate the world. You've heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with. You're never getting that dead body down from the tree. That didn't help. I think the racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one. How do you know there'll be a next racist? There always is. He's right. I'm gonna show him the mug. What does he think of the mug? Know anything about it? Stop showing me your pathetic.
Guy looking behind said,
This is the kind of man
So
who puts
true,
mugs
kid.
in trash. I don't know. I don't know. Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. Just down to the Roman Street. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I've taken the trouble to permanently draw a pharonological grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt. You're right, the craniometric perfection of my race does not stand a chance. You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation. What else? It's impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It's covered in ravages of alcohol. Or it remains of your features. I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude that you are not a police officer. You're a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur la Clef and Vespa, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of the VB. It's one sort of Vespa. Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all rubbish humans. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of alcohol. That's the only reason we're here. He's right there. It's possible to get it on unless you're both drunk. Man, I can't really pull that off, I don't think. That's,
Guy looking behind said, Who could they be in reference to?
What should I do? Should I go for the race theory? I give it a try. Measurehead. Alright, ask what kind of races there are first. Measurehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are out. Do you? Whisper, this is for the thing. Relinquish the opportunity to learn advanced race theory. You don't look smart. No, that's you. Lets out an audible sigh. You're obviously a liberal soulite, the man tells him. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile, C to F, race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on, right? This is advanced stuff. Type A. Those are the Semines, the Archipelago, and the Occidentals. excluding the Muan, of course. The Muan are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They were all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. Interesting. I think Occidentals is... I think that's what Harry is. This is the category he fits into. A receding genetic pool has led to the Muan on reprehensible street parades. The Muan cities like Stadskanal, Fredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hands. You know them by the names of their nation states. The Orange Gottenwaldians. So they sound Dutch. I feel like they're Dutch. You can have too much Occidental race purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to the lactose-intolerant subrace. No one can take
Guy
seriously.
looking behind.
I think so, yeah.
Occident is Europe, right?
I think, yeah. I mean, I guess it's not direct, is it? You know. The Vespertines and the Messenians of Vesper. Okay, who are in the ancient Meteorans of Metero by the Golden Sea, the Surinese of Suliclef, and even the North Steamers all have type A race propensities. The other large mondial civilization, the Mask, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they're violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum. And who are the Seminoles and Archipelagites in this? Or Arapagites. As proven by the Moine and the Mask, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Seminoles and the Arapagite are on the ascent. Okay, so the Seminoles, the indigenous people of this Insulidian archipelago, the Seminoles inhabitants of the southern islands, just to the south of the sea. I am Seminoles, from the stock of Lindbar and Ildefontein. Right. Continue receiving wisdom. Right. Arapagites. The Arapagites are the master race of the Ilmarian deserts. The Seminoles are descendants of the Arapagites and came here during a heroic migration from the Ilmara thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant Muan Riddles Occidentals discovered this place. I feel like the Muan are, well, the Jews and all this, aren't they? Considering that they're like, you know, in how he considers them, you know. The Arapagites are sleek, long-headed. The Seminoles are powerful,
Guy looking
mesomorphic.
behind.
Yeah,
Said.
because of how he talks about
Yeah,
them.
I was about to say.
The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the superior isolate of Perican. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls, full silent contemplating the beauty and the mystery. The latter is perfect and adaptive. Altogether, they form the Seminole Archipelagite. Semioapagite, super race. That is all there is. No more Type A races in the world. Nature was not capable of more. Right, what's Type B? Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous, non-competitors with the great race. The Kochkos and the Vachinolius. They are mud-coloured people. To an untrained eye, the Kochko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich, but look into their eyes and you will see. He squints full of sage wisdom. They are indistinct, muddy-coloured, and so is their skin, unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through culture, so 2 centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural dominance that the Grad people have undergone for drinking alcohol and smoking degenerate tobacco herb, and for eating potato. The Koshko, countless mighty mounties of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with the Patat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethno-states, like political amoeba. So the Koshko seem Slavic, I suppose, would be the Revacholians, halfway between Type A and their racial cauldron, too mixed to know right from wrong. You tried the degenerate little revolution, which was their single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000 years on this planet. So what's the C to F race cauldron of pederasty? Please. Type C to F are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptions. They're tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me. Chimeric experiments? Lesser races like the Mesquito, a grotesque mixture of the Mesquin and the Seminoese man. Only possible if the mother is Mesk and the father is Seminoese. The other way round, they fail to produce offspring. Yeah, I'm sure he's right about that one. Mesquito is born sterile like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages without hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair. Any more? Then there is, he pauses. The Semeno-Koshkik Chimera. Right, so I'm guessing that this... Right, so the lowest in him is mixed races, I suppose. Better not. Seems like more than I can handle. As you know, very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminoles with the Koshko to produce a superior worker.
Guy looking behind.
This is all very logical.
Makes sense.
All very, yeah. This will never happen. The Seminoles and the Koshko have many similar interbreeding problems as the Mesquito, and we will never know precisely. No Seminoles man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of Koshko woman. Koshko. But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type C to F. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on? Now we've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race theory? I understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You've not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it. Will you help me get my body down if I do? Yeah. How do I word the mystery? We will see. Access to the Union is important for him, but there may be another way in without becoming a race theoretician. I'm mildly worried that he might take it seriously. The lieutenant thinks, yes, I am. He concludes, I am worried. I'm a little worried as well, to be honest. I mean, Harry's very, he's very suggestible.
Guy looking behind said, is the race enigma
second
equals
thought,
the Jewish question?
Right. Should we get into the race enigma? I think we should. You know, I mean, last time I just punched his lights out, which is very difficult, and we've come all this way. Also, I actually have to... Right, so I actually have to internalize advanced race theory. You need to internalize what you've heard here today, then return to me. Fooled by the absurdity. And you can remove... See, you can remove... these, but they cost a skill point to remove thought. I don't know if I don't want to become a racist, you know. Let's give it a go. Who knows? Ow. You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. The pressure on your hand becomes unbearable. For the fuck you! Now, if I could get some alcohol, this would be easier.
the unpromising race pupil.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
I'm sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that Hulk. But I was fighting bad, unsavory ideologies. I'm a hero. We're not here on some political quest. We're here to solve crime. Yeah. You should do it again. It's the last thing he's expecting. Well, that didn't go very well, you know.
I guess getting past the
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be up in his face. Leave yourself space to move. Let's talk about our right to work.
Honest men and women, rights to work, to be useful, like to its corporate interests, human rights and interviews, to make brain, haircut. We came here to help the harbour run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want to work, they got to let in. Those who do want to work. I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership? I think they follow because I'm big and loud? No, they follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy. Because they were given a job to do. We were promised work. We'd begin there working, the bastards haven't shut the gates. Main gate's locked, we'll try to heavy ordnance to bust it open, could try to get it through the secretary office. Door's locked, the guard's blocking the way. I don't mean the scrawny Mexico punk either, points the dock worker. I mean head measurer or whatever he is. Why don't you go arrest him instead? It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home. I'm not a fighter, I'm a worker. Well, I'm going to leave that for now, I think.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime.
Eat shit, pig. Fucked by the columnist, ain't you? I feel you, mail collection box. Been there. Postal adventure, mail collection box. Been there. And then suddenly you see it. Over all the graffitis. Someone has, using the tip of a very sharp knife, cut the words. Forever shall forever. I have Sylvie Malika on the line for you. Yes, hello. A female voice greets you through the static. Sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about the last days of work. Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No questions about it. I mean, why didn't I leave the bar? Why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing with you, sir. Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now. No, not me. Do you know who made the call? No, sorry, I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union phone or the one in the coast. It was someone else, Lieutenant Accident. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. Well, of course it bothered me, but I thought the Union already knew about the corpse. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, seems to be looking for words. What the Union says goes. People listen to them, and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. Is she speaking truth? The Union is law around here? So there's a limit on my authority then. Tell me why exactly you didn't let the court turn it to. I see. Maybe there's something else you can tell me about. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. Oh no, I haven't, sorry. I have uniforms too, by the way. What? He's in plain clothes voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Percy's black uniforms, the highest ranks they and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them. Please, no, not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective. You're trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and I'm not sure if she could continue. Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know? Great. Have you seen my policeman uniform? The disco things. Well, there was an uncomfortable pause. You tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After that, After I'd unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it into the trash thinking you didn't need it. Sorry about that.
Guy looking behind said,
See you, Oscar.
I have to go now.
I'm probably
Talk
going to
to you
finish
later.
soon. I'm not going to ask her out for coffee. That's an awful idea. Let's give it a go. I'd hope so. Please don't call me again. Yes, you've obviously done something to upset her, and the whirling in rags. Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and emotional all the time. And then the school thing happened, and you just made me want to quit. The stuffed bird, the great skewer, you threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got here. Lovebirds. Which girl was? Didn't seem like you had fun doing it though. Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting you guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once ago I was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months, but you... Well, you were the worst of all of them, honestly. You were getting borderline aggressive. Even the little things, like not turning down the volume at 3 AM. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to, but no more, I hate it now. We Go On by the OO. Can't listen to it anymore, you've turned it into a parody. To hell with the song. Then there was your room, your project, an experiment to see how bad it could get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant. I don't want to know. And you screamed something about how you're actually a really cool guy. No one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco too. And then I had to deal with your toilet, the one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself. No, you really won't. You were simply the worst. I was trying to show you the world of tomorrow, the great panic at the end. Girl, just loosen. mm. Interesting. Still have to find a copy though. Speed Freaks FM, huh? Okay. So I mean that's difficult, isn't it, the race one? Should I I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna go back and try again.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Well, that's a bit better, isn't it? Hey, shit. Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into the throat, into the cartilage. You can sway from the soft palate break. The man is really gasping for air. Time sensors around you in the distance. The sounds of the heart falling silent. All you hear is the small gurgling. As a trickle of blood appears on the man's lips. He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalating. Getting into him. Rip into him with the right hook. Back up and perform a 360-degree flying spin kick. Yeah, come on. Disco Inferno. Who needs advanced race theory when you have disco? Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the inside of the drawer. Appears to be a to-do list. Remember Leo. Evart's shoes. Special whirling borscht. Whenever Evart's plant. Water Evart's plant. Sweep office floors. More banners. All items on the list have been crossed out. Came a to-do list. A list of errands for Evart. Nothing incriminating. Ooh. I mean, my visual calculus is already 0. You know, how worse could it get? Crackle, someone picks up. Video rubber show, 24-hour video rental. We ran 8 and 10mm film for her use. Video Ravishol. What is this place to me? So I don't know, it's a video rental. Do you know me? Why did I call you? Maybe you called me to extend your rental period? Maybe, but I don't even know my name. If you need any further assistance, you can visit us in the corner of Voids Remain. He thinks you're pulling a prank on him. It's raining and there's almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door. Tiny hills tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed, with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up, the air seems to grow darker. Suddenly you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit. It's over. Kim, I feel sad about video rentals. What was all shit? Yeah. I think I will probably finish now for today. I think that's enough. I'll be out for a couple hours. Just grab my coat. Oh, that's good. Gives me bonus to shivers as well. Anyway, let's save. Alright, see yous.